What is going on, Mavs fans? Welcome into another episode of Mavs Latest. I'm your host, Cody Brusso, and what a win in Madison Square Garden for the Mavericks. It's got me stoked. Hopefully it's got you pumped too. We're also going to be talking about what's that going on over there in Atlanta. We'll talk about that as well. And Dirk gives his comments on potentially becoming the GM. And we also have a timetable finally for Kyrie Irving's return officially coming out of the Mavericks camp. All that and more coming up next. Of course, thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring this video. And guys, if you want to get involved, that code is right up there. Go ahead and scan that QR code, get in the mix, and get some money. And hopefully you were picking some overs on Max Christie today at 26-point day. For Max Christie, he plays 35 minutes, the most minutes out of all the Mavericks, and he leads the way in scoring. And again, what do you know, guys? We put up three-pointers. We put up 32 of them. We hitting on them. We win the game. Something we've been saying for a while now. We also had 28 free throw attempts, hitting on 19 of them. Big day from the free throw line for us as well. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I loved every bit of this game. I know we started slacking a little bit in the second half, but we rode the hot start. We got the win, and that's what matters. Max Christie, career high in points, career high in three-pointers made. Najee Marshall, not as productive, 7 of 18, but you know what? 19 points. He also had 8 rebounds. So the efficiency, I should say, not the production, because his production on the floor was great. His efficiency fell just a little bit, but still a great game for Najee Marshall. Cooper Flagg, I know some people were saying, oh, only 18 points for Cooper Flagg. He only had 3 assists this game. The man's coming back off of a twisted ankle, so you know he's not going to be 100% just yet. He still had to go out there and get a feel for the game. Plays 28 minutes and still puts up 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. So, yeah, he has 4 turnovers. Ooh, big whoop when we put boot to you-know-what to the Knicks. I loved it. Moussa Cisse, 20 minutes, 15 points, and 9 rebounds. Almost a double-double again, plus 4 blocks. And Nimhard to Moussa Cisse, the half-court alley-oop. The cherry on top for what a great day Moussa Cisse had. Klay Thompson, 14 points as well. I could go on and on. Just this box score. You want to talk about overreacting to box scores? Overreact to this one. Overreact to this game, because this was great basketball by the Mavericks. And the Dwight Powell, that man, Dwight Powell, only 2 points, right? 5 rebounds. So I know what you're thinking. Why are you clamping? Did you not see the beating that he took from the big cat? The knees, the kicks, everything else. And Dwight Powell still sat in there and banged. A big reason we won today was Dwight Powell. So shout out to him. A unsung hero. The box score is not going to show you exactly the impact that he made on this game today, because, man, it was much needed, and he stepped up to the plate and did a great job. So shout out to him. And hey, this is the 3rd win in a row by the Mavs, winning by 15 points. And the last time that this happened, 11 years ago. So, hey, you want to say, oh, well, they played the Jazz. Okay, fine. They played the Jazz. But now we played the Knicks, 25-18, one of the supposed top teams in the East, and belt to you-know-what. Insert Michael Irvin meme right here. Yeah, great job. I loved it. Now, like I said, what's going on over there in Atlanta? The Atlanta Hawks say center Kristaps Porzingis left Achilles tendon, and forward Zachary Richardson left bone contusion. Will both be reevaluated in approximately a week, as they now both sit out, and everybody is buzzing, saying Anthony Davis to Atlanta. Of course, this is just a rumor mill, guys. But, sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire, because I'm hearing it a lot, at least on the Atlanta side, saying Anthony Davis inbound. Let me know what you guys think. Is the deal finally happening? Is it going to go through? And on the flip side, I'm seeing a lot of Mavs fans saying, oh, man, imagine this team with Kyrie and Anthony Davis. Me personally, I don't want to see that. I want to see it with Kyrie, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to see AD come back. Sorry. I don't want to see him for 4 or 5 games and then right back to street clothes. I've seen that enough already. This week on the Underdog, I'm looking at that Seahawks and Rams NFL playoff game. Now, I'm looking at Puka Nacua. They have him at 92 reception yards. Now, if the Seahawks, if they're going to lose and the Rams are going to win, I think Puka needs to have a great game. So I'm going to actually hit the higher on this one. On the flip side, they have Devontae Adams and his long 19.5. So they don't think he'll even get a 20-yard reception. I'm actually going to hit the lower on that because Devontae here, since he's come back, he's been hitting these slant routes. He's been hitting these in cuts and everything like that. He's been kind of that, 10 to 15 range guy for the Rams, and I think that continues here in this one. So put me down for lower than 19.5 for the long. Now, guys, download the app and use promo code BASKETBALLFAN to score $75 and bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code BASKETBALLFAN. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus. 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska. 19 plus in Colorado for some games. 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms DFSTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-878 or text HOMI 467-369.
One thing that I was excited to see, I know some fans weren't. I talked about not wanting to see Dirk Nowitzki as the GM, and he's actually come out and made a statement. He said, I always thought that when I retired, I'd immediately move into management with the Mavericks. However, the longer I was out of the business after my playing career ended, the less interested it became to me. Now, he has obviously not said that he just doesn't want to do anything with the Mavs. He just doesn't want to be a GM. He doesn't want to be upper management. But he is still open to a role with the Mavericks in some form or capacity. And I, for one, I enjoy this. I don't want him to make a trade and then we despise him for it. And then he gets the Nico. No one's going to get the Nico Harrison treatment besides Nico. I think everybody learned their lesson from that. But I just don't want to have to be critical of a guy that brought us the only Maverick championship, a guy that was the face of this franchise for 20 years, and I've rooted on for 20 years of my life. I don't want to do that. So I, for one, am excited that he made this announcement, but I'm excited that he's open for other possibilities, and I want to bring him back into the fold, even if it's just for an advisory role. That's me personally. Let me know what you think down below. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about, guys, Kyrie Irving is now targeted for mid-February to return, and this came out on this broadcast from Reggie Miller, who, of course, is a part of the TNT broadcast. So, an NBA broadcaster has now publicly stated this, and, the Mavericks have kept it close to the chest. I was hearing end of January. I know a lot of you commenters were commenting beginning of January. I was hearing the end of January, but now we're actually hearing from outside sources definitively mid-February. Now that could coincide right around that All-Star game, which of course the starters for the All-Star game are now out. The remainder will be put out next week, so hopefully we'll see Cooper Flagg in the mix there. But knowing that we got Kyrie Irving coming back, we now sit at 18-26. We are 8 games away from 500, and I'm pumped, guys. Y'all know I've kind of been on the non-tank side. I don't want us to tank. I feel like we didn't need to tank, because if we got the pieces back, that we were going to be okay. The Clippers have jumped over the Grizzlies. They're now 19-23. Grizzlies sit at 18-23 in the 11th spot, and we're sitting at 12 at 18-26. We need the Grizzlies and the Clippers to go on a losing streak in order for us to sneak into the play-in tournament. But again, I've got high hopes. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Whether this is your first time, your next time, make sure it's not your last time. Hit the subscribe button down below. And if you'd like, I sure would like it, give me that thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.